What is going on, Knicks Nation? Welcome back to Knicks Media. And the New York Knicks are 2-0 since the OG Anunoby trade. They beat the Chicago Bulls tonight, 116-100 on ABC, with the whole world watching. And boy, oh boy, that second half from these New York Knicks was nothing short of special stuff. Julius Randle is on an absolute tear. Jalen Brunson, Isaiah Hartenstein with one of the best games we've seen from a Knicks center since Patrick Ewing, and I got a stat to back that up. And of course, OG Anunoby, he has his impact on the defensive end. He finished with a team high plus 35. Okay, so there's a lot to unpack in this video. Folks, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Hit the like button as well if you're enjoying the content here on Knicks Media. But more importantly, I want to hear from you guys. I want to hear from Knicks fans in the comment section. Comment down below your biggest takeaways and your thoughts of the New York Knicks victory over the Chicago Bulls tonight at Madison Square Garden. Let's get straight into business. Now, there's a lot that I kind of want to focus in on this video, a lot of different points. So let's see which one where I want to go first. You know where? Isaiah Hartenstein, because this guy, Isaiah Hartenstein, put up 10 points, 20 rebounds, which is a career high, 5 block shots, 4 for 6 from the field, plus 32. The man was a defensive monster. He started off the game with the block at the rim. We saw the 2 emphatic blocks against the Timberwolves on Monday. He is playing out of his mind. And listen to this stat. The first Knick with 20-plus rebounds and 5-plus blocks on 60% field goal percentage in a game since Patrick Ewing. So Isaiah Hartenstein is doing stuff that we would never expect with the departure of Mitchell Robinson, unfortunately, due to injury. So shout out to Isaiah Hartenstein. You are playing out of your mind. It has been a joy to watch. Now, the big duo of these New York Knicks is Julius Randle and Jalen Brunson offensively. Both of them get 30 plus. I mean, what more is there to say about Julius Randle, folks? I have been telling you guys that we need to start appreciating this guy, Julius Randle, more. And what he's doing right now is absolutely ridiculous, okay? Now, I just want to put a stat on the screen real quick, courtesy of Knicks Muse, who's a great account on Twitter, because what he is doing right here before our very eyes, Knicks fans, deserves to be talked about. It deserves to be praised because I am still at a loss for words that this guy is even putting up these types of numbers. Okay, so here it is. Wow. Julius Randle is putting up 28.5 points per game, 9.2 rebounds, 4.1 assists on 55% field goal percentage over his last 19 games. This doesn't look like a fluke to me, folks. This does not look like a fluke to me. I know a lot of people are going to say, oh, yeah, let's wait until he gets to the playoffs. Right now, I'm living in the moment because he is on an absolute tear. 19 straight games over 20 points. He is bullying people down low. And Julius Randle is playing his best basketball of his entire career. And that is a thing of beauty. Jalen Brunson coming off a down game offensively. He steps up big time with a double-double. 31 points, 13 assists, 13 of 22 from the field. Hitting every clutch shot we needed him to hit in the fourth quarter. I mean, this game was close in that first half, but then the Knicks absolutely blew the doors off in the second half. I mean, I saw a stat where they outscored the Chicago Bulls by a large margin in that second half. In total, the Knicks outscored the Bulls 65-45 in that second half. Really, really interesting stuff there. OG Anunoby, he finished with 11 points, 8 rebounds, 5 of 9 from the field, 2 steals, but the most important stat for OG for me is the plus 35. When the man's on the court, the Knicks go on tears. The Knicks outscore their opponents by a large margin. Now, if there was a negative for me to bring up in this game, and just for the Knicks in general that I got to kind of bring up, unfortunately, is the bench unit. I mean, the bench, you look at the stats, Quentin Grimes, minus 20. Precious Achiuwa, minus 16. Deuce McBride, minus 15. So the bench unit definitely is missing a primary ball handler, a shot maker, a shot creator like Immanuel Quickley. Josh Hart did have a good game off the bench. He only had 3 points, but he had a lot of energy and a lot of impact plays as he usually does. He finished as a +2. So it is interesting to see the dynamic of how the Knicks are going to figure out the rotations here because a lot of minutes were thrown out there. 38 minutes for both Randle and Brunson, 34 minutes for OG. So I think this is what we're going to see from these Knicks for the rest of the season. A really good starting 5 or starting 6. I am hopeful that Grimes and Deuce will get more comfortable in their new roles here, but that's the one thing that I definitely had to mention. of the bench unit kind of missing that primary shot creator off the bench, and we're definitely, hopefully that won't catch up to us. But the reality is OG Anunoby fits in with this team like a glove. He just knows where his spots are. He hits the shots when he's open from downtown. He cuts off the ball. Julius Randle and Jalen Brunson are playing like one of the best duos in the entire NBA. Woo! It feels good to be a Knicks fan, man, because the Knicks got a big month ahead of them because they got a lot of winnable matchups, and it started tonight against the Chicago Bulls, and they took care of business in that second half. Folks, let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. Hit that thumbs up button if you're new to the channel. I appreciate each and every one of you guys tuning into the channel. Really does mean a lot to me. Let's go, Knicks. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.